Opening to possibility is the theme of this video. So over the last week or two, I've been a bit challenged. I've been busier than usual. And tomorrow I start a new job in a vet hospital 2 days a week, which means that I've got 2 days less to do everything that I was doing before. And, I've got the beautiful opportunity to go into Healthy Pets 2 days a week and work with a great team of awesome people and have ability to do things in a hospital that I can't do with my home visit. So I'm very happy about that. But what I find used to happen to me a lot more than it does now. It still does happen occasionally for me now. And when it does happen, I open to possibility, which I'm going to talk a little bit about and how to do and why it's good for you and your pets in this little talk that I'm doing with you now. So I used to shut down when big changes happened, when stresses, when challenges, when overwhelm happened, all that sort of stuff. I used to shut down, I used to go inside, I used to kind of not function very well. So whenever we get impacted by challenging circumstances, by intensity, by a whole lot of stuff that we have to deal with one way or another, what I've learned is that if you can open up to possibility, and the first possibility you want to open up to is that there is an easy way through what's coming, what you're in the middle of, that there is a beautiful way through whatever circumstances you're in the middle of. But the more you can open up to possibilities, the more you can see different ways that you might be able to do things with yourself and with your pets too, by the way. So if you open up to possibilities when it comes to your pets, suddenly you might start thinking about different and better ways that you can care for your pet's health, different and better ways that you might do training, different and better ways that you might build your relationship and communicate with your pets. And the more you have this mindset, this idea of, right, I'm going to be open to possibilities in my life. I'm going to be open to possibilities. This is going to be kind of like my practice of being open to possibilities, because it can get very easy to get kind of shut in and only see some things and not see everything and feel like there's only one way that things can be done. Now, this can happen because of exposure to family patterns, societal patterns. This can happen because of trauma and anxiety. This can happen because you might have a really spicy neurological setup. You might be autistic or have ADHD. There's all kinds of things that can constrict our ability and close us down to possibility. But if you just start thinking, now, what would happen today if I was open to possibility? If I was open to looking over here, instead of just focusing here and looking around here and thinking, what different ways could I do this? What different choices could I make? What different ways could I grow and heal my life? Because when you open to possibility, it takes a lot of pressure out of everything, in my experience. And the more you do this, well, the happier your pets are going to get. Certainly the happier my pets have got, the better I am at being flexible and adaptable and opening up to possibilities, the more I've been able to see better ways to care for and serve and connect with my pets. The more I've been able to give my pets freedom to be who they are, because sometimes we decide pets have to be a certain way to make us happy. And, Jem, my little whippet, my wild and wonderful wascally whippet, at the moment is going through a phase where she wants to jump on people a lot, and we're having to have a talk with her about that. So I'm thinking about, what are the other possibilities? What else can I do? How else can I communicate to Jem that she needs to stop when she gets close to humans and kind of say, can I come into your space? And would it be okay if I did jump up on you? Are you all right with that? So opening to possibility for me really started happening when I was left in a terrible state at the end of my second marriage, post-traumatic stress, completely shattered. And I started seeking help in a way that I never had before, because I actually seriously considered killing myself one night at that point. I was in such distress. Then the next morning I got up and woke up, and I opened up to the possibility that I could heal and that I could transform and that I could grow and that I could make my life more beautiful than it had been in that pretty awful marriage that I had. So that's when I went out and got help. I went and worked with therapists. I went and did all sorts of things. And my pets benefited from me opening up to these possibilities because suddenly they had a more coherent, a more resilient, a more connected, and a more present Edward to be with them and to care for them and to interact with them and make them feel safe and loved. So opening to possibility is something that I encourage you just to start thinking about each morning when you wake up. What would it be like if I opened up to possibility today and opened up to the idea that there might be a whole lot of new and different ways I could do things that I've never done them before that might be 10 or 100 times better than how I've been doing them always? And what if you helped your pets open up to greater possibilities of activities and connections and time with you that is even more beautiful for them? What could happen if you opened up to possibility? My guess is a lot of good things. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this, please say hi in the chat. If you really enjoyed it, maybe share it with your friends. Have a beautiful week with your pets. Please give them a pat from me, and I'll see you back next week. And I hope you have fun opening to possibility.